Hey y'all, this is Courageous from Courageous Access, and I wanted to talk to you because I know that some of you truly have it on your hearts to come to the homecoming, but you are sitting there and you are concerned and you're maybe a little bit nervous and uncomfortable about the money spent. And so let's address the elephant in the room and let's do problem solving. So, we want you to know that there are many ways for you to get this paid for that do not come from your personal funds. That's right. There's a way and many ways, and I'm going to go through all of them in this video, for you to get the conference paid for at work or through your insurance. So let's break this down. So, number one, let's start with professional development. Because there are skills that you're going to learn at the conference that will make you a better employee, a stronger and more powerful and decisive, clearer thinking leader, this is a professional development expense. And we want you to know that there have been some sisters that have put that to their employers and said, hey, I would like to go to this conference and do some professional development. And they have provided them with the information, shown them the master's level and doctorate level practitioners that are going to be presenting, and then their bosses have paid for that out of professional development funds. So that, number one, if you are at an organization and you even think they might, even if you've never heard of it being used in that way, ask. Talk to your direct supervisor, direct manager, whoever you report to directly, and say, I have a professional development idea, and I would like to know if it can be paid for. And then let them know. Other organizations have sent their employees under professional development funds, and then give them the information. If you feel like they have anything that they want to know that you cannot answer, you're more than welcome to send them to us. So they can call us at 515-428-0077, or they can email us at courageousaccess@gmail.com, or they can certainly DM us on any of the socials at Courageous Access, and DM us and ask, hey, I have an employee asking about this. I have some questions, and we're happy to help them. Because what we know from sisters signing up for the conference, for sure, that has been a yes, and it has been done. So professional development is number one. Number two, kind of under the same heading. So if you work at a governmental agency, or if you work at an agency that gets grant funding that is state or federal funded, there's a couple of ways that this might be under training and technical assistance. So again, this is you learning how to manage stress, and this is learning some other skills that would fall under T&TA funds. So the first thing you want to do, again, is talk to your direct leader and say, hey, this is what I want to do. I think it can fall under T&TA, and let them take a look at it. If they say, hey, you know what, we've spent all of our line items or our grant budget items for that, ask them, hey, you know, I would love it if you would speak to our organization's grant manager and see if they can give you more funds for that in a line item so that I can use that for the conference. So again, that falls under training and technical assistance, and that is yet another way to go. Let's see, number three, I think we're on. If they have wellness funds or even discretionary funds, let them know, again, that this is a conference. It's a weekend conference. There are going to be master's level and doctorate level practitioners there. And you'd like to know if this can go under that for you, that the company can pay for that, and let them tell you. For all of those sisters who are Black women, but also have to keep up your CEUs. There are so many levels of skill building there. On the conference website at courageousaccess.com, click on the section that says Healers. On that page, all 5 of us are listed, but then at the end of the short little blurb, it says Read More. If you click on that, it literally tells you and these are the things you're going to need for your CEUs to be able to tell your leadership, hey, I can get this many credits from it based on what I see are the learning objectives, the credentials of the person presenting, and what we're going to learn from the session, what the session is going to cover. A lot of times, organizations, because they want you to keep up on your CEUs, when you have CEU activities, they will pay for them. And I want you guys to know at this conference, these CEUs, this professional development, this conference is all one price. So when you pay the one price, or your company pays that one price, you're going to get lodging, you're going to get the conference, obviously you'll get access to all the conference stuff, but then you'll also get fed. So they're not going to need per diem rates for you to eat once you get there. They're not going to have to pay separate for lodging. The only thing that is not covered under your ticket is ground transportation, if you have to drive or if you have to fly. So they'll have to pay for that separately. But people have shared with me that do conferences all throughout the year as a part of their roles. Professionally, they've said, Courageous, like what this cost is. So right now, it is $625, and for the queen bed size, while we still have some left, it is $725. They've said to me, even at those prices, Courageous, that's a lot less than what we typically spend on a conference, because all of that stuff is usually separate. That cost is usually the cost of the registration for the conference alone. No food, no lodging. And so that's another selling point for your organization when you're speaking to your leader is everything is covered except for transportation to the conference. But everything else, once you get to the conference, food, lodging, and the conference registration are paid in this one price. So again, those of you who need CEUs, see if there are things that can be covered in those sessions. And if those are part of your CEUs, that's a lot easier time for your leadership to go, yes, not only is this professional development as far as her role, but it also gets her CEUs. Finally, if none of those are applicable to you, do you have health insurance that has a health savings account or an HSA? Because if you do, guess what? Because all of these are natural modalities, right? They qualify as an expense, a qualifiable expense under being a complementary alternative medicinal modality. Those are qualifiable expenses under your HSA. So that's a question if you've never used your HSA funds before in that manner, and you're like, well, I have a debit card for my HSA. So wait, couldn't I just swipe that? Or couldn't I just use the 16 digits from my debit card to pay on the conference website? Yes, you can. If you don't know how to do that, that is a question for your HR representative. And don't ask them, can I do this? Now with your leadership, you're asking them, hey, will you pay for this? But for your health insurance benefits, you're already paying into those. Those are your benefits as part of your employee benefits package. So if it's a qualifiable expense, which these sessions are, then that means you don't have to ask. You're only talking to your HR representative so that they can help explain to you how to implement what you already know you can use that for. Did you know, sister, that there were this many ways to get the conference paid for, not out of your pocket, beautiful? I know that it is hard to say, right now I'm going to take $625 or $725 and I'm just going to spend it on one weekend for me at a conference. You do so many things for so many other people and so many other priorities. And so many times as Black women, we end up so low on the priority scale. And we say, if there's anything left over, then I'll do something for me. And how many times do you say that, and then you never get to do that thing for you that you wanted to do? It shouldn't be that way. We don't deserve that. Sis, you don't deserve that. I hope this video was helpful to take you through all of the ways that this can get done for you. What do you need now? The link in the bio or the link in the comments so that you can go to the conference website, be able to click on that and get that taken care of. If it's through your HSA and you've got your debit card handy, sis, don't wait. Before the circle closed, right now we're in the homecoming phase of where we are as far as what the tickets cost. But before we were on $500 and $575. I don't want this to go up any higher for you. And I don't want this to sell out before you get in. Sister, please don't talk yourself out of care this time. Watch the part that you need to understand what you need to do. If you need help, either email us at courageousaccess@gmail.com, DM us. We're at Courageous Access on all of the socials, or give us a call at 515-428-0077 and say, I saw the video, I need some help. Sis, Courageous Access was born out of a love for you as a Black woman to make sure you get the support that you need and deserve. Rebuilding after trauma, rebuilding after abuse, and just fortifying yourself in the ways that Black women need to be able to do that, empowering ourselves, uplifting ourselves, inspiring ourselves. That's why Courageous Access was born. So we certainly want to see how we can remove any barriers to you being able to get access. That's why we made this video. Reach out if we can help, but please get your ticket. I'm Courageous Fire. Blessings.